Hello, kids. Welcome to story number 3. Today, our story is called True Friendship. Now, this took place in the town of Greece. There were two best friends in this town called Damon and Pythias. They were very loyal to each other, they did everything together, and they had full faith in each other. Now, one day they were standing and talking to other people in the kingdom. At that time, the king was passing by and they did not know. Now, Pythias was very honest and he always spoke the truth, and he was telling all the people around over there that a king sometimes can be very mean, he can be very cruel, and he is a bit unfair. Now the king heard this. Now the king is not going to like it, right? If somebody from the common public is going to talk about him like that. So immediately he told the guards, go and catch Pythias, and I want him to be put into prison behind bars, and I'm going to give him a severe punishment. Now he was put behind bars, and you know what was the sentence the king gave him? Said that after 7 days I'm going to hang you to death. Isn't that a very severe punishment just for speaking some few ill words about the king, and which were also not false, they were true. But of course when the king heard it, he got very offended. Now Pythias was not worried about his life. He said, I don't mind giving up my life for speaking the truth, but he had only one request. So first he asked to see his friend Damon. And he told his friend Damon that I really want to go and see my parents because my parents are very old and they live in the next kingdom. It will take me a few days. I have 7 days in between. Can you please come up with an idea that I can give the king and he will trust me and let me go and meet my parents? Now Damon is a very true friend, and he said, don't worry, I will think of something and I will go and plead to the king. So he goes to the king the next day and he says, my best friend Pythias really wants to go and meet his parents. So please, if you don't mind, let him go. Till he goes and he returns back after meeting his parents, I will stay behind bars and in prison in his place. If on the 7th day he does not return, then you can kill me and hang me. You want to hang somebody, right? So if not him, then you hang me. The king was shocked by this request. Who would want to give up their life for another friend like this? But the king said, okay, I cannot say anything to this. I will let your friend Pythias go and meet his parents. You will be behind bars. So Damon stayed behind bars first day, second day, third day. Now the 7th day had come. 7th evening at sunset, the king had announced that he was going to cut off the head of Pythias. But Pythias had not returned. Now in the evening at around 5:30, he goes to meet Damon, who is in prison. And he says, you are such a foolish man. How could you trust your friend like this? He has gone away and he has not even come back. And now you are stuck over here. You are going to die today evening because now I'm not going to break my word. I'm going to kill you. So what does Damon say? Don't worry, I have full faith in my friend. He will return back, and if not, I am ready to give up my life. Now it was almost going to be 7 o'clock, and Damon was taken out in the grounds where they had prepared the place to make the where he was going to be hung over there. Now it's quarter to 7. It's 6:50. They had already made the rope hanging over there to put the throat in it, and at that time still Pythias had not come back. The king said, oh my god, this boy is really foolish and really mad. Now it was 7 o'clock and he instructed the guards, come on, get ready and make the rope tight on his throat. And as they were making it tight, suddenly galloping on a horse, Pythias comes over there at the ground where this was taking place. He comes over there and he rushes over there and he tells the king and he tells Damon, I'm extremely sorry that I got so late, but when I was coming from there at that time my horse suddenly died, and you know these roads there, it's so empty, nobody was there to give me any kind of ride. Even if I would have walked all the way, I would have not reached on time. Luckily I found something and I have come here. You know, his friend Damon, he did not even get angry. You know what did he say? He said, why did you come back? You have old parents at home. You should have just stayed with them. I am an orphan. I don't have a mother or a father or nobody to look after. I would have easily died for you and given up my life. Oh, I wish you had just stayed over there and taken care of your parents and not come back. So in spite of giving up giving up his life for his friend, he did not even get angry that, oh, we were so selfish, he did not come back on time, he did not do anything like that. Seeing that friendship, the king was so touched. The king said, my God, what kind of a friendship is this? Only blessed people can get friends like this who are so honest and so loyal. I will not kill anybody, but from today, y'all are also my best friends, and any advice in the kingdom, you will tell me, and I will improve myself and learn from both of you. So, what is the moral of this story? See, all of us have friends in this life, right? At a young age, as we grow older in school, college, even we at our age, we all need friends. Now, true friendship means you must trust your friends. See, if Damon, even once in his heart, he would have got a negative thought. See, Pythias left me over here just for me to die. He's so mean, he's so selfish. If he would have thought like that, that means he did not trust his friendship. When Pythias said, I will come back in 7 days, he meant to keep his promise. He had not kept his friend Damon there as a trap. He really meant to come back, and he did come back. Both the friends were ready to give up their lives for each other if it was required. So, from this, we must learn that in our lives, when we make friendships, we must be loyal to our friends. We must be honest with our friends. We must not cheat our friends. We must not leave an old friend for a new one. So, for example, in school, if I want to cheat and I'm trying to cheat, and my best friend is the most clever person in class, and I ask her for some question and some paper, right? And she gives me the answer. But when she's giving me the answer, the teacher sees her and doesn't see me. So the teacher catches her, and the teacher will try to, what will the teacher say? Come on, get up now, you are punished now, you cannot give this exam, you have failed. At that time, if I do not stand up, if I do not say honestly that it was me who had asked for the answer, me who was trying to cheat, am I a good friend to my friend? My friend knows that it is very bad to cheat. It is not good to cheat, but just to help me, she was doing something. And if I do not stand up at that time, I am not a good friend, correct? Don't put your friends in trouble just because you want to save yourself. And also in friendship, if our good friends are doing something bad, we must have the courage to stop them in such a way that they do not feel embarrassed. Do not make them embarrassed in front of other people. Tell them softly, tell them nicely, explain to them it is bad to steal, it is bad to lie, it is bad to rob, it is bad to cheat. So friendship is a very big responsibility. And supposing I'm friends with somebody today, very good friends, tomorrow something happens and I have a fight with them, but that friend has shared all their secrets with me, it is my duty that I do not share those secrets with anybody else, though I'm not friends with that same person yet. Why? Because that is a judge of our character, our nature, and we will feel good about it that we kept somebody's trust. Okay? I hope you like it. Bye.